Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another Q&A session. I'm going to be answering all of the questions that you guys submitted to me, and hopefully it helps. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. So our first question is, how can I keep my boundaries with people? So boundaries are so important to have. Even with loved ones, family, friends, you really want to protect your energy. So, if you need that alone time, you need to be able to communicate and say, you can say it in a nice way. Just be like, I need extra time right now, or no, I can't go to that party, but thank you for asking. Like, there's different ways to communicate your needs, and you deserve to communicate your needs to people and really do what's best for you. So, it takes practice for sure. It definitely takes practice to uphold your own boundaries, because once you put up a boundary, people are definitely going to want to overstep them, especially if you haven't had boundaries before and then now all of a sudden you're putting up the stops. People are going to just not know how to handle it, so they might push back and fight back for that. So you really want to hold your ground and really stand up for yourself and use your voice. And just be nice about it, and really state and communicate what your needs are and what you will or will not tolerate with people. So it's very important, but it does take practice. So have self-compassion for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. And the more you do it with people, the more that you will gain that confidence and respect, and you will learn how to communicate that with all different kinds of people. So just keep practicing and hold the compassion for yourself as you're learning. What can we do about the harmful EMF radiations and new towers that are being built? So I'm sure some of you guys have heard about the new cell phone towers that they're putting up. There's different things to do. I know there's different plates you can put on your phone. There's orgonite pyramids, which help protect. I need to do more research about the orgonite pyramids and certain crystals about this. Also, I know one of the things you can do even now is really turn your Wi-Fi off at night, turn off your router, unplug your TV. There's different things like that you can do. But specifically, I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to... those are the only things I know, is the orgonite pyramid. Certain crystals help deflect the EMF radiation energy. But again, I'd have to do more research on that. But if you want to look into those might be helpful. How do you relax? Well, I think everybody has different ways of relaxing. You might hear the birds singing in the background. I have the window open. That's one of the benefits of this quarantine time, is it can definitely hear the birds singing louder and more often. So that's one way to relax, actually. I really find it nice and peaceful to just sit in silence and listen to the birds and listen to the rain and the nature around me. And but there's other things you can do. There's meditation, there's breath work. There's even listening to music or whatever just makes you feel good. Even just laying on the bed and closing your eyes for a few minutes or taking a nap. So there's many different things that I do and that anybody can do. So you just kind of find what works for you. Is a ladybug a good sign? Yeah, I would say that a ladybug is a good sign. Sometimes a ladybug is just a ladybug. But if you are looking for a sign, there's many different signs that loved ones can send us, that the universe or God or angels can send us. When we ask for them, ask for a sign from the universe. We can see rainbows and birds, but when you're asking for a sign from the universe, be specific. Say, universe, show me a red bird with a blue tail as, a sign that I'm on the right track or something like that. And then stay open and give yourself like a week or two, or, I mean, don't put a time limit on it, because the universe just knows what to do. But yeah, so any sign like that, animals, bugs, things like that are out of the ordinary, can be a sign. So yeah, it's a good thing, I would say. I don't feel my loved ones around me ever. What can I do? So what you want to do, this might be because you still have grief going on, then that could be blocking them coming in. But one of the easiest ways is through your dreams. So before you go to bed at night, ask your loved one to come through your dreams. If you want your grandma to come, say, Grandma, come visit me in my dreams tonight, you know. And when a loved one comes to visit in your dreams, they're oftentimes smiling, and they will communicate telepathically, and that's how you know it's a visitation. Their mouth doesn't move. It's all telepathic. So yeah, I mean, ask again for specific signs from them. Or a lot of times people just miss the signs, like the lights will flicker, or you'll see pennies on the floor, just things in weird ways, and those are kind of your loved ones. So, but the easiest way, I would say, is through dreams. So again, before you go to bed, ask out loud, specifically your loved one, to come through your dreams, and then see what happens. And you know, you're going to notice that they will come around, or they'll do something weird, and you'll be like, okay, I know that's you, and you'll know it's them. Like, you'll feel the energy of them. You may even, if they used to smoke, you may get like a huge smell of smoke in your nose, or their perfume in your nose, things like that. So there's many different ways that they come around. So just stay open. Will I get pregnant? Well, there's a lot of things you can do that can help you get pregnant. Staying relaxed and keeping stress low is one way. Obviously, preparing your body beforehand, eating right, staying hydrated. There are some angels. The angel of birth, she will help with conception and carrying the baby. And there's so many other angels. I actually did a whole Facebook post on this, which I will link below, because there's many different angels here. And there's there's just so many. So I'm just gonna link it below, because there's a whole post on this. So look in the description below this video for the link to that. And there's a whole list of angels there and some tips that I wrote about. Does God hear my prayers? Yes. God definitely hears your prayers. I always encourage people to say their prayers out loud when they're praying. I mean, you don't have to like yell them or anything. You can whisper them. If you can't speak, then just say it in your head. But yeah, speak out loud to God at night, or just anywhere. Like, I speak to my spirit team all day long. Yeah, he definitely hears your prayers. You can pray to your angels, loved ones, anybody. And I always encourage to do prayers out loud, just because, there's so much energy and so much things that can get jumbled. So just say it out loud. It definitely helps our spirit team to hear us. So, what earth changes are coming, and should I be scared? You should not be scared, but you should be prepared. There's a lot of earth changes, and actually I just did a previous video on this on my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, I go into detail about all the earth changes upcoming. I recently predicted the Philippines, which is happening right now. They're having a huge typhoon and early hurricane season, and there is a hurricane right now near Florida. So I definitely can pick up on a lot of weather things. I've also seen earth changes, for tsunamis. If you live on any of the coasts, you might want to rethink that. Again, why don't you check out my Earth video on my YouTube channel, and I'll link that below as well. Because I really go in depth about some of the earth changes that are upcoming. But again, you don't want to be afraid. You just want to be prepared. Like, have your pantry, have batteries, have things like that. But I just want to say, I definitely would not move to like a small island off of Florida right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. I probably would not recommend that. But I think I am psychic. How can I know for sure? Well, if you think you are, you probably are. A lot of people, I mean, everybody is psychic in their own way. We're just all on different levels of it. And so you're probably opening up to your gifts, which is a good thing. So you kind of just want to practice, really listen to what your gut is telling you and follow that first instinct. You can even ask your angels, guides, loved ones to help you and open it up for you. And just tell them, please help me open up my psychic gifts, but not in a scary way. They'll only give you what you can handle. So sometimes information comes flooding in and it's so jumbled. So one of the things that helped me was to write down all the information that I got. Even if I didn't even know why I was even getting the information, or if it was so like weird, the stuff I was getting and feeling, just try writing it down or email it to yourself. Like, I email myself my predictions, and I post a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook about predictions and information that I get, even if it's just out of the blue. For example, on April 1st, I was just like eating my normal like soup or something, and I heard Hurricane May. And so I was like, okay, that's weird. So I just made a post about it. And then, as we see in May, there's like hurricanes, like early hurricane season and everything like that. So just like write things down and just get it out of your head and out of your body. Write it down, and then you can always like refer back to it, and that'll help you develop it a little bit better and a little bit more. So what is the Great Awakening? So the Great Awakening is the time we are in now. The energy is shifting, and a lot of people are waking up to the truth. A lot of things are being revealed right now. Like right now we're in quarantine, so everybody has a chance to kind of reevaluate what's going on and how things work. So everybody's on a different level and journey with it, but it's kind of just like the waking up of humanity and kind of a coming together. Eventually we'll all come together and make it better for everybody, for every person in the world, in the country. So if you want to think, it's kind of like after 9/11, everybody came together and we were just upgraded spiritually a little bit. So that's kind of what it is, but it's kind of more intense and more accelerated. So don't be fearful. Just kind of do your own research. Stay grounded. And do the best you can. I mean, everybody's going to handle this year and their awakening differently. It's nothing to be afraid of, but it's like just things being revealed, spiritual upgrades, learning, growing, everything like that. So you probably will notice your psychic gifts opening up as well. So again, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just like a new time for the world and for humanity, and eventually it'll lead to a good place. So right now it's kind of bumpy, but eventually it'll be better for everybody. Why does 2020 feel so bad? So again, 2020 is like the beginning of this awakening. It's like 2020 is where things will crumble and things will be revealed, and institutions like healthcare, government, schools, like we're seeing right now, need to be changed. A lot of things have not been working for Americans. A lot of things have not been working for other world governments. And so it's just, all the systems need to change, and things just need to get better for all people in the world and for humanity. So it's kind of like giving birth. Like, I've never given birth, but it is kind of like a painful process, but in the end you're going to be better for it and happy and have more things that you want. So right now we're just kind of in the beginning of this energy shift, and this time frame, this whole decade's going to be just the most important decade probably of our time. And so a lot of people will be kind of jolted to opening their eyes to new ways of doing things. As we've seen, a lot of people think, oh, okay, I can work from home, that's fine, I can do this. Or schools are online right now. It's like, okay, this works too. Like, there's different ways of doing things that are better for the planet, better for humans, better for everybody. So that's what we're going to be seeing. So yeah, 2020 is definitely going to be a bumpy year for sure. And there's more energy shifts to come. More astrology things going on, the planets, which are going to cause shifts. So just hang in there the best you can. Have compassion for yourself and for others. And, you know, we're all just doing the best we can. So just keep that in mind. How can I know something is right for me? You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You're going to have that gut instinct. You're going to have that gut pull. For example, every time I go to the grocery store, like if I pick up something, it's like I can feel the energy of it. And a lot of times, like I'll pick up something and I just get like disgusted and I put it back. I'm like, no, like it's just like something like forcing me to put it down. I put it down, and then literally like the same day or the next day, that specific same product is recalled. And so it's like my intuition was telling me like, no, you don't want to pick that up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like just listening to your own intuition and listening to that gut pull, that first feeling. You know, you would know better than anybody else. And so it's you got to listen to it. And, you know, I'm psychic and everything, and I definitely have not listened to my own intuition in my own life a lot of times, and it's only caused me, like, not good things. So you really want to listen to that and trust it, because everybody has that intuition, that guidance, that inner knowing. So just kind of go by what you feel, by what you get from it. For example, like if you meet a person and they just have like a weird dark energy, or just something is off, that's you gotta get away from them. Like that's your intuition telling you it's not right. So you're definitely gonna know, you're definitely gonna feel, and everybody has this gift, everybody has this intuition that helps us and keeps us safe and knows when things are right or wrong, and helps us make choices. So it's really about just kind of opening up and listening to it and then acting on it and following through. So yeah, let me know how that works for you guys. So that is all the questions. These are some good questions. If you have any other questions, go ahead and comment below. And I'll make sure to answer them in the next video. And also I will link the Earth Changes video in the description and the pregnancy information in the description below. So make sure to check those out as well. I'll see you guys on the next video.